Oh, hello, lovers and friends. Thank you so much for tuning in to What I Want to Know Is with me, Altavis. If it's your first time, welcome. Pull up a chair and get comfortable. If you are back again, I want to say thank you to you two. I appreciate you so much. Where I'm sitting right now, in my studio, it feels like I am the lead girl in a Tyler Perry movie. Listen to this. I've poured myself a glass of whiskey. I've got a candle lit. In my mind, I'm in the back of a cafe. There's jazz music playing. A tear drops down my cheek. I catch it before it reaches my chin. And I'm in the midst of having a moment of self-actualization. It feels like a movie, only because what I'm about to talk about today feels like me versus me. And me having to be honest with myself. And oftentimes that is really not sexy, not sexy at all. Now, in today's episode, I want to chat about dreams, how to handle the heartbreak of when your dreams just do not come true, and the tools that we need to learn and implement in order for us to start over again, and essentially keep moving forward. Because, what other choice do we have? So first things first, just getting it out the way, I want to say that life is fucking tough, but it's so damn beautiful. But you only have so much control over how things pan out for you when it comes to your dreams. You could outwork every person in the world and you'll still fail. You could be the smartest and the bravest and you'd still fail. You could have a head start with your dream being handed to you on a silver platter, and it still might not work out. So I do this thing where I have regular check-ins with myself, where I have honest conversations and unpretty conversations of where I am, what I've achieved, where I'm falling off, and where I need to cut my losses. And I find it quite easy to do when it comes to areas like family, friends, lovers, finances, but I really struggle when it comes to my dreams. I find it easy to lie to myself, so I avoid accountability, but also needing to admit to myself that what I've dreamed of, what I'm working for, what I have to work for, and what I feel like I will die for will just not happen. And at the end of these introspective sessions, I end up feeling heartbroken because how do I let go of what I'm so attracted to? And I feel like I just sit there and say, this is some bullshit. I shouldn't even be feeling like this for having honest conversations with myself. When something dies, there's a period of mourning. If someone that you love passes away, we can't necessarily give it a particular time frame. I can't say, in 2 months' time, you'll be good. It only takes a year for you to forget the person. We can't place a time frame on something that literally feels like it's tearing you up from the inside. Something that leaves you in bed for days, weeks, months on end. Something that shifts your world off of its axis. But when it's your dream, it feels like we only have a certain time frame before we need to get it together and remember that we're adults, unfortunately. And the world just won't stop for you. It won't stop for anyone. It won't stop for me. Now, there are dreams that you have for yourself, and then the added pressure of dreams that people have for you. And I don't know which is easier to carry in this instance, because not achieving either of these feels like you're failing yourself. And this invisible audience that have set expectations that you don't even know you're living up to. Currently, right now, today, you are the villain in someone's book. You have not reached an expectation that someone has set for you, and you don't even know. Now, I am currently struggling, and I'm struggling with my dream of being able to act to the best of my capability, to the best of my skill set, on the biggest stages in the world, with people who have performance oozing out of their pores and my talent being recognized. Now, when I say that, I don't mean the awards. The awards are nice. And I believe that the awards and everything else, the fame and everything, is a byproduct of you just working hard. But that's what I'm currently struggling with, is that I'm not achieving, or I haven't achieved either of these. And I just feel like shit. What am I doing with my life? And I thought I would have achieved this at 16. I'm sitting here and I'm 32. And when you have that aha moment, feel like I finally accepted that this is a dead dream and that I've been dragging it along. And because I've been dragging it along, it has prevented me from having a new dream, a different dream. It could be the same, but a new and different dream. And after realizing this, I cried for days at this realization. A realization that is not new, but a realization that has finally become real to me. And then I just had to get my shit together. Because the longer I sit in it, is the longer I sit on it, and nothing new will be able to be planted, let alone come to the fore. And I've learned, and I'm still learning, that when it comes to dreams that don't come true, we have to do a few things. Some of the most important things is celebrating our accomplishments. Because sometimes we're too focused on the end goal that we overlook the other successful moments in our lives. We also need to be realistic. Because for every successful person, there is someone with the same drive, the same belief, and talent, if not more, that won't become as successful. But we also need to be realistic and try and discern whether our dreams are rooted in fantasy versus the dreams that we actually have control over. So you might have a dream rooted in fantasy, which could be winning the lottery and wanting to be a millionaire, versus the dreams you have control over, like getting a degree, moving to another country or another province. That's tangible, that's attainable. Not that winning the lotto is not, but one is more realistic than the other. We should also be ready to change our minds, because having a particular dream doesn't mean it has to be your dream forever. And I feel like that's where some of us get caught up, is that we have attached ourselves to this anchor and we are just going down with the dream because we refuse to move from a particular position. You need to give yourself permission to dream another dream and understand that we are just human, flawed. Life throws things at us that makes us reevaluate what our priorities are and pivots us in a different direction. And when this happens, when you feel like you need to change your mind, I advocate for taking a break. And I mean park the bus. Not because you're giving up on the dream, but that you just need to look at it from a different angle, maybe with fresh eyes. And this allows you to gain perspective on how you can achieve your dream. And in that moment, it would probably be the opportune time where you realize that it's okay to unfollow your dream. And this takes so much courage to do. To be honest enough to accept that your dream has run its course and it cannot go beyond this point. And this would be the perfect time to get organized, to get your shit together. Because if you don't start none, there won't be none. Irrespective of how much others want this particular dream for you, they can't want it more than you. And this would be the ideal time to get some fire under your ass and actually do the work. Forgive yourself for the dreams that didn't work out, and be kind to yourself as you redirect, refocus, and get ready for all things new, because you deserve that. And this doesn't mean that your world falls apart, or it could. Sometimes it's very, very important to fall apart, because that essentially creates fertile ground for you to build and build properly. I'm sitting here, and for the longest time, there is only plan A. There is no plan B. Plan A must work out. And I mentioned my dream beforehand, but it's attached to the fact that there is nothing else. There is only that, and it doesn't matter what else comes my way or leaves me. My focus is just that. And that can sometimes lead to self-sabotage, because I'm so closed off to what the potential reality is that I am not opening myself up to what can be, what is already there that I'm probably not even recognizing. So by all means, believe that plan A is plan A and there is no plan B. But let's not be silly enough to not redirect, refocus, rework, understand, go back to the drawing board, tear it up, fall apart, build back up your plan A. So what I'm asking is for you to take the leap, to have the courage to start again. many times, start again. Because essentially, the world will break your heart until it remains open. And up until that point, I mean, we'll just be another Aaliyah lyric when she says, but she also said, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. So what I want to know is, have you taken responsibility for the hand you've had in your dreams not coming true? And are you ready to bounce back and start again? Thank you so much for listening today. I appreciate you guys so much. Please don't forget to like this, to follow, to leave a comment because I'm genuinely interested, and to share this. You never know who might need to hear it. And I'd love to hear back from you guys. All right then. Bye.